Okay, and guys, if I say, even if you got it right, and I say, write this down, I need you to write it down. We're correcting checkpoint 8 for those that are listening to the video. Okay, guys, what is this? A sphere. And do you know what on the formula chart? There is only one sphere formula. Boy, that works out good. Some people did area of a circle. Can you fill a circle up? No, because it has no height. The only thing you can do to a circle is get the circumference of it and cover it. You cannot fill a circle up. I don't care what anybody tells you. You cannot fill it up with water, a circle. You know why? It's going to run off because there's no height to a circle. Yeah, it's flat, 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 as a, what do they say? Flitter, pancake. No, flatter than that even. Okay, so the only formula you can use is this one. That's the only sphere on there. And guys, some people missed it because they wrote a 2 there. Take your time and write it correctly. So 4/3 times 3.14. Uh-oh. Diameter's 12, so the radius is?
6.
Oh, I love it. So 6 cubed. And we really worked on knowing how to multiply that. You get 904.32. So what am I going to go choose? C. And inches cubed because it's volume. Hey, say volume. Fill it up. Volume. Fill it up. Fill it up. Volume. Tucker. Volume is filling something up. It holds something. That's volume. So on number 2, when it tells you cylinder, I'm going to draw me a cylinder. Radius. Do you know what happens to my brain when I start seeing this? Thank you. When I start seeing that right there, my picture, things start clicking in my brain. When I see the picture, I'm a picture person. I love to see me a picture because then my brain starts working. And so they want the depth of the water tank, which is the height. And this is how much it holds. What is that? The volume. So volume of a cylinder, the base is a circle, so we're going to write pi r squared times height. Guys, guess what Miss Kent and I are going to do when we finish correcting these? What do you think we're going to do when we start correcting these? After we finish correcting, we're going to go back through and see if you wrote down what you were supposed to write down. A class has not made 100% yet. Yes. So 100% of you is going to write down everything I write down. A class hasn't made it yet. So I'm going to start filling in what I know. I know the volume. I know pi. I know the radius. Oh, I don't know the height. So a lot of people, she can sit there from now on. Okay, so look at it, guys. You fill in what you know to find out what you don't know. I don't know the height, the depth. Same thing on a tank, a swimming pool. So I'm going to write 4950. I'm going to multiply that. What do I get? And remember, I told you, don't round off in the problem. Don't round off in the problem. And then that's multiplying. So what do I need to do? Divide. The opposite of multiplication is division. Because I'm trying to get the h by itself over here. And we get 7.48 something something. So we're going to round to 7.5. Guys, what if I took my tire across the road, my car, and got the tires rotated? That means they take the tires off. What if somebody decided, you know what, I'm going to go take me a break, and they hadn't tightened the lug nuts on it. They go take a break, and they don't finish, and I get in the car, and I drive off. What's going to happen? Yeah, that's not going to be good. I have found, and this Ken has found, that what you guys do, y'all start off so well. I mean, you start going, and you get down to a certain point, and then you just give up. You don't finish the whole thing. And even correcting, that's what I'm finding. That kids, they got down to like this part right here, and then just stop and went and Circle G. You got to finish the whole thing. And look, see why we divided by that? Because when you divide the same number by itself, you get 1. Okay, good. Number 3. Very few people got this right. And when you see, now, you know what you're going to say when we finish? Oh, that really wasn't that hard. It really wasn't that hard. Guys, I'm going to paint these posts, and there's 4 of them. I'm going to paint them. What is that? If I'm painting a 3D thing, am I doing the volume or surface area? Yes. But here's the kicker. I'm only going to paint the top circle and the side. So when I do the surface area formula, remember that gives me the side, that's the lateral, plus, and it says 2 pi r squared, but why am I going to just put pi r squared? I'm only going to do 1 circle, and that's how to get the area of 1 circle. The formula has a 2 in front if you're going to do both circles, but we're not. We're only going to paint 1. The diameter's 1, the radius is 0.5, and the height is 3. So, 2 times 3.14 times 0.5 times 3 plus 3.14 times 0.5 squared. Right? Guys, you do not need to look up and down to do this. You can fill in that with the information you're given. Y'all gonna get a headache. Some of you, if we can't fill in that formula, oh dear, we got big problems. Come on now. So we're gonna multiply all that and multiply all that. So I get what? 4.2 plus, and what a lot of you did a good job. You got the surface area of 1 post, but you painted 2 circles. You painted the parts going to go on the ground. And that gives you 10.205. But this is the surface area for 1. I should have done this first, sorry. That's the surface area for 1 post, but how many do you have? 4. So we should have figured this out before we ever started, that we were going to have to multiply it by 4, because there's 4 just a lot. And then you know what we're forgetting to do? Go circle for Miss Causey, our answer, when it's a griddable. Okay? On a griddable, always circle your answer. Okay, number 4. We're doing the lateral surface area of a triangular prism. So I am going to draw around my triangle. And I'm doing the lateral. Where did I find that formula? On the formula chart. Guys, everybody should have had that formula written down, because you didn't have to memorize it. It's right there. Lateral surface area, and they told you what of. You didn't even have to figure out what that was. It's a triangular prism. Okay? So, this is the base, right? Now, if this is 6 and that is 8, then that's 10. Hey, say 6, 8, 10. What is that? Dimensions of? 3, 4, 5 are the dimensions of a right triangle. If I double it, I get 6, 8, 10. So say 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Those are dimensions of right triangles. So they didn't tell me that this was a right triangle, but I know it has to be. Okay? What is the perimeter of that triangle? God bless you. 24. Uh-oh. I forgot to do something important. I was worried about the base thing. I mean, right triangle. This is the height is 8, but they said to do twice the height. So that's 16. So 24 times 16 is 384. That's all you had to do. Or you could have done times 8, 192, and then doubled it. Some people did that. And that's fine. Okay, number 5. Guys, some of you just guessed on this and you didn't have the right work or the work, but I went ahead and counted it right. But look, right now, you write this down. Blue pen. Volume of a cylinder. That's the formula to get volume of a cylinder right there. It's 240. Which equation can be used to find B? Oh, I'm just finding B. So I don't need to go write pi r squared under there because I'm finding the area of the base, the circle of the cylinder. And I know the volume is 240. And then I'll look over there and I said, oh, well, they didn't give us the height either. So I fill in what I know to find out what I don't know. Well, they want me to find B equals. So how do I get rid of this H that's hooked onto that B? Why am I dividing it? I know, but why divide? Why don't I add or subtract or multiply? Thank you. That's multiplication. So I'm dividing. H divided by H is 1. It cancels it out. So B is 240 over H. Easy. Follow the formula. Okay. Now, number 6 was tricky. Number 6 was tricky. I'll give you that. So, number 6, volume of a cylinder. Why did I write pi r squared under the capital B? Area of the base, which is a circle, right? So, area of a circle. Did you have to memorize it? It's right there on your formula chart. Boy, isn't that nice? I look over here and R is R, okay, and the height is 2R. Okay, didn't give me numbers really. They just gave me variables and one number. But which equation best represents the volume? So I'm getting the volume, B equals, in terms of pi. If you notice, they didn't change pi to 3.14, so I'm not. I'm going to leave pi alone. What is the radius? R. So don't have anything to fill in there. And what's the height? 2R. Okay. So I'm going to leave pi alone like they did. Okay. R squared is the same as what? R times 2R. So leaving pi alone. 2 times anything is 2. I mean, there's no other numbers there, so it's just 2. And then it's R to the 3rd power, because there's 3 R's. G. And some of you guessed and put that, but you didn't have all this written in. Okay? Number 7. Oh, people. Volume of a cone. People. The cone, the circle is the base. The diameter is 8, so the radius is 4. So I'm going to write pi r squared. That gives me the area of the circle. And then I just fill in what I know to find out what I don't know. So I'm just filling in everything, just filling everything. And so what I get, 167.4, repeating 6. So I'm going to pick A. Good deal. Just follow the formula. Okay, on number 8, you have to pick your base. It doesn't matter. The ones we did together, we used that for the base, remember? And that's 7, that's 6.4. So I'm going to draw around my base. If this is the base, then this right here is the height, and that's going to be 2. Remember us doing that? I'm doing the total surface area of this prism. I've got to get the perimeter of this base. 7 plus 6.4 and double it. You get what? Yeah, 26.8. 7 plus 6.4 and then double it. Because you're going all the way around. No, it's 26.8, isn't it? 7 plus 6.4, add that, and then divide and multiply by 2. It's 26.8 times 2 plus 2 times. Now, what does the capital B say to get? Area of the base, which is a rectangle. Yay, Jaden. 7 times 6.4, length times width, base times height. And I get 50. Good. And then 80. And then I add it, 143.2. Now, some people got the area of every rectangle and added it up and got it right. And so that's fine. If you got it right, you go for it. Hey, when I saw number 9, you know instantly what I thought? What did you think when you saw number 9? Pythagorean theorem. We drew 3 of them. We drew 3 of them out on grid paper. We saw a lot of those that look like that. It says 3 squares, and they kind of look like rectangles, but we can't worry about that. It tells us they're squares, so we're going to have to go with what they say. Okay? This is C, 25. Let's use A for 7. Now, it says what is the area of X. Are we trying to find B? We're trying to find the area of X. Are we trying to find B? No. We're trying to find B squared. We're trying to find B squared. The area of that square. So, A is 7. B we don't know. C is 25. 49 plus B squared is 625. Now, can I add those two numbers? So I'm going to have to subtract to solve it. And then I stop right there because I need B squared. Now, what happened? Some of you got the square root. It wasn't over there, so you saw 576 and you went and circled it. But I don't really think you knew what you were doing. I wish the square root of that was over there, so you'd have realized. You're trying to find the area. Sometimes you're just trying to find the area, not the length of the side. Okay, number 10. On number 10, guys, when I start reading all that, I'm going to be honest with you. I start going, what in the world are they saying? So I start reading it, and I go, okay, I'm going to go write what I know. I know that the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B, please write it down, plus, and I'm going to call this question mark, plus the measure of the question, whatever the question mark is, that equals 180 degrees. True? All 3 angles in the triangle equal 180. You got to know that. Then, question mark plus the measure of angle C has got to equal 180 degrees. Tell me why. Why? Why does this plus this have to equal 180 degrees? It's supplementary because it's a straight line. Good, Jaden and JC. Now, so when I start reading, the measure of the exterior angle C is equal to the sum of A plus B. Look at what I just wrote. Here's the question mark. Look, circle that and circle these two things. Don't this plus this have to equal C? If you're adding to the angle you don't know to get 180, don't these two have to equal? So if this is 50, that's got to be 50. So A plus B does have to equal C. True. That's true. The sum of the measures of interior and exterior angles is always 180. We hadn't learned about exterior angles, except for that's an exterior angle right there. That's all we've learned. So we don't know. That's false. The measure is less than. No, we know that's false. And we know certainly they don't equal 360. Okay, close it. Face down, pass it in, and Miss Ken's going to come by and pass them up. Take them up. Okay, everybody look at your Bible sheet. Everybody look at your Bible sheet, number 5 and 17. On your Bible sheet, 5 and 17. Guys, it's very confusing because there's different gridables according to the grade level. This is actually the gridable you'll have next year. So it's very confusing on when Miss Lauderdale has to pick a gridable. It's not cut and dry. She has to click some buttons, and it doesn't say 8th grade gridable, which I wish it did. So she accidentally put the algebra one on there. So what you're going to do is from the right side, from the end, going left, the third one over is where your decimal should be, right in the center of the rectangle. The third from the end. Go to the right side. So you've got all these rectangles there. Go from the right side, 1, 2, 3. In the middle, put the decimal, and then fill in the decimal. That's where your decimal is going to be. Does everybody understand? Both, 5 and 17. Okay. Now, you're going to finish your STAR test. So move, get a blinder. Please do your